The world was still dark when Daniel's alarm buzzed at 5 a.m. He laced up his shoes, breath fogging in the cold air. To outsiders, he looked like a champion in training. But Daniel wasn't chasing greatness. He was running from his past. Once the fastest on the track, his name in the papers, Daniel's future seemed golden. Then, at the regional championship, a sharp pain in his leg ended everything. Doctors warned he might never run the same. The cheers faded, replaced by whispers and pity. His teammates moved on. Daniel was left behind, learning to walk without a limp. The world he knew had forgotten him. Now his early morning runs weren't about speed. They were about escaping the shadow of who he used to be. Each step was a fight against the memory of his fall. He wasn't running toward a finish line. He was running from the ghost of the star he once was. This was his new reality. Recovery began with painful, tiny steps, not sprints. Physical therapy replaced the thrill of racing. While friends posted medals online, Daniel celebrated bending his knee another inch. His mornings became a routine of aches, stretches, and slow, careful jogs. Each step was hope mixed with fear. The track felt foreign. He was an outsider. When he finally rejoined the team, he finished last by a lot. Sympathy replaced respect. Alone in his room, Daniel wondered if he should quit. The dream felt over. Quitting seemed easier. He could hang up his shoes and move on. But something inside him resisted. The thought of giving up haunted him. He faced a choice: accept defeat or try again. The struggle was no longer about winning, but about finding a reason to keep going. Ready to quit, Daniel heard a quiet voice in his mind. Try again tomorrow. The next morning, he did. Alone on the empty track, he began a new routine. No coach, no teammates, no cheers, just him and the silence. Most days, he didn't want to be there, but he showed up anyway. He ran, not to be the fastest, but to finish. The empty track became his training partner. In the quiet, he ran for himself, not for others. He stopped performing and started rebuilding. Motivation faded, but discipline got him out of bed. He learned the real work happens when no one is watching. Each lap was a promise kept. Just try again tomorrow. Slowly, the act of showing up changed him. He found freedom in running for himself. The struggle became his teacher. In the silence, Daniel discovered a new kind of strength. One morning, Daniel pushed himself to exhaustion and collapsed on the track. Tears welled up. He felt like a failure. His coach, watching from afar, sat beside him. "I'm not watching to see if you win," the coach said. "I'm watching to see if you get back up." Talent gets you started, but resilience gets you to the finish. Daniel realized he'd been chasing his old self, missing who he was becoming. He wasn't the fastest, but he was tougher. Strength now came from persistence, not speed. He stopped comparing himself to the past. The track became a sanctuary, not a place of failure. Each run was proof he wouldn't quit. He found quiet joy in the effort, not the result. He was no longer running from his past. He was building his future. Survival, not stardom, became his goal. That felt more powerful than any trophy. The first big race of the season arrived. At the starting line, Daniel felt calm. No pressure, no expectations. He was just another runner, free from the weight of his past. When the gun fired, he settled into his own steady pace. He let others sprint ahead, focusing on his rhythm. This was the race he'd trained for in silence. As others faded, Daniel's perseverance carried him forward. He began passing runners, one by one. The lonely laps had prepared him for this. In the final lap, he found himself in third. He pushed harder, not for a medal, but for himself. He passed into second just before the finish. He didn't win, but as he crossed the line, he smiled. In his heart, he was the biggest winner. The comeback wasn't about victory, it was about never giving up. Daniel had reclaimed his story. After the race, a young boy approached Daniel. "You were amazing. You never gave up," the boy said. Daniel smiled. Greatness isn't about being the fastest. It's about showing up, even on the hard days. Daniel never became a famous star again. He won some, lost some, but found something deeper. He discovered satisfaction in personal growth. The journey mattered more than the destination. His story became a quiet legend, not for wins, but for resilience. He mentored younger athletes, teaching them about heart and persistence. Failure, he showed them, is part of the process. Success is measured by how many times you rise after you fall. Talent starts the journey. Persistence finishes it. True champions whisper, "Try again tomorrow," and then they do.